Hey, how's it going, everyone? Chris Martin here. It is July 18th, 2022. Today is day 8 of my Fit Mind, Fit Life quest. And it's actually the beginning of week 2. I just spent the weekend with my wife and my children in the Dallas area visiting some friends. And, we spent most of the day driving today, just got back into town not too long ago. So I'll actually be doing my day 8 run this evening, probably tonight, and also my weight training workout after this video. But really during this video, I wanted to give a little breakdown, kind of a recap of my first week doing this, the first 7 days, and kind of what that looked like and how that felt and how I got through that and everything else. So I will say, that this challenge for me is to develop mental toughness, to kind of break through those barriers, to really push my body to have no limits, to really keep going. As I get older and things like that, I find myself constantly, quitting a little bit earlier, giving up a little bit easier, and I want to train my mind to get through those kind of things. So on the mental aspect of things this week, I'd say I felt like I did pretty good. Being the first week that I was kind of putting my body through this, running this amount of miles and doing this kind of weight training is not something I've really ever done. So the first week it was expected that I was going to have some aches and pains and soreness, and I did, and I was able to push through that and tell myself that, hey, aches or pains and stuff like that, it may hurt, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not injured, so I should be able to push through that and keep going. So I did do that. I committed to running 6 days this week, a little over 19 miles, which is pretty, that's the most miles I've ever ran in a week, probably the most miles I've ever ran in my life. But I did commit to that 6 days a week. I weight trained for 6 days a week. I took one rest day. That was on Wednesday. But my training splits are pretty good. Like I'm only working, a couple muscle groups at a time. And then, there's a couple of days, 48 to 72 hours before I train the same muscle group. But I'm only training chest and tricep twice in a week right now. I'm doing a little bit more of a chest focused program. Everything else is, I'm just training once per week. So there's plenty of time, even training 6 days a week for my body to recover and everything like that. I would say my legs took a little bit more of a hit this week. Just due to all the running. And then my nutrition was not ideal this week. It was still kind of all over the place and not prepared, and I wasn't eating the best foods. So I did notice there was a lack of energy. But again, because this is more of a mental challenge for me, I was able to kind of push through that. And, I'm obviously eating, so I'm not starving myself, but I could be eating better. And so some of these days when I didn't feel the energy to get out there and run or to weightlift and stuff, I still told myself and pushed myself to do that. And, by the end of the workouts and stuff, I felt great. And I'm glad that I did it. Discipline's been a huge thing for me over the past couple of years, just staying committed and disciplined to stuff. And I feel pretty good about that this week because, like I said, we went on a little mini vacation, and typically, we go away for a weekend or something like that, and it's all relaxation and fun and pleasure and all that stuff, and I don't think about anything else. And this week we went to the Dallas area. We stayed in a hotel. I still committed to run every day that I was out there. I actually did the longest run I've ever did while I was out there, a little over 5 miles, which was, a record for me. So I did that while I was on this little mini vacation. The hotel had a little weight room, so I still stuck to my weight training program and got all of that in, and still had time to relax, hang out with friends, enjoy the weekend. So on a discipline level, I was very satisfied with the fact that I didn't just give up and say, hey, it's vacation time, I'm not doing anything. I stuck to the routine, I stuck to the plan, and I got the work done. Like I said, I took one full day off of rest this week, and I'll probably keep that up. I'll probably stay with the one, full day, but I'll probably keep running at least 5 to 6 days per week in the mornings, and then doing my weight training programs. It just helps keep me active and moving forward on this quest that I'm on. I will say that not all of them, but most of my workouts this week, my weight training workouts, weren't as intense as I would have liked. I think that has to do with the kind of lack of energy, and I just, wasn't fully prepared. I kind of did this whole quest spur of a moment, which is the way that I am. I'm very spur of the moment kind of guy. And so once I get an idea in my head, I just run with it. So I wasn't exactly 100% prepared. So I didn't have all my workouts lined up and everything like that. But I think a majority of the intensity levels and stuff, or the lack of intensity, was really because of the nutrition and stuff like that, and just, my body getting adjusted to everything. So I really want to change that up this week and make sure I'm being more intense during my workout sessions. On the running aspect of things, I think I really pushed myself pretty hard. I've never, like I said, never ran over 19 miles in a week, probably my entire life. So to get out there 6 days a week and put in at least 2 to 3 miles a day or more, I felt like I was really pushing myself in that aspect. So I'm very satisfied with that on week one anyway. So some of the things that I'll be focusing on week two is going to definitely be my nutrition, eating more nutrient dense foods. I'll be focusing more on like lean proteins like chicken, fish, lots of brown rice and stuff like that, and then be mixing in a lot more fruits and vegetables. I'll probably be supplementing with some superfoods and protein shakes and things like that. But I definitely want to meal prep and be a lot more focused on my nutrition this week, because with the nutrition side of things, I can definitely have more energy to push myself harder and farther. So that's going to be a big deal for me this week. On my runs, I think I'm going to change it up a little bit this week. I want to keep progressing and running more and more miles each week. But one thing I've noticed is like I'm not the fastest long distance runner. So this week I'm really going to focus on a faster paced mile. And so in order to do that, I may not run as many miles this week. I may be more focused on actually just running quicker and a little bit more intense. And I may, switch this on and off for the next couple of weeks so that I could just kind of build that endurance and that stamina, so that I can also run longer. But while I'm running longer, I can also run at a faster pace. But this week, I'm going to focus a little bit more on faster pace and things like that. And then as far as my weight training program this week, I'm going to follow kind of the same split. And with that split, I'm also going to be focused this week on pushing heavier weight. I'm going to be a lot more intense this week, pushing heavier weights. I was focused on the 10 to 12 rep range last week, sometimes even 10 to 15. I was doing moderate weight, but this week I really want to push heavier weight. I'll probably be that more of like maybe 5 to 8 rep range, really taxing those muscles. And then I'll be focusing a lot on compound lifts like barbell bench press, barbell squat, deadlifts, barbell bicep curls and stuff like that over more of the isolation moves that I was doing last week. I'll be doing more compound stuff to get more muscle fibers activated and hopefully promote more muscle growth and that sort of thing. So those are going to be the things that I really focus on this week. Like I said, we just got back in town. I've been driving all day. I'm going to get situated here for a little while and then do my afternoon weight training program workout. And then probably tonight after the sun goes down is when I'll hit the road for my run. It's hot here in Texas, so I'm going to give it time for the sun to go down, and I'll be running late tonight. And then probably back on a normal routine tomorrow in the mornings and everything like that before work. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base with everybody, let you know how it's going. I'm pretty stoked to hit week 2. It was a little rough last week, but I made it through. I stuck to the plan. I was pretty disciplined, and I'm really driving and pushing myself to get better and stronger and endure, persevere, and just never quit. So y'all be good, peace, and I'll check you out after my next workout.